Hello everyone, this is our group presentation. To begin with, let's look at an overview of all the tasks that have been done since the beginning. From the week 1, the first task is to design a MIS and TPS for Amazon delivery business. Then, we were required to add further levels of DFD from level 0 to level 2. Besides the DFD task, we were also required to analyze the stakeholders in the delivery business and create a prototype for the drivers. Finally, our last task is to create BPMN charts to present the business activities.
After understanding the brief and analysing the current system, we were able to create our DFDs for the proposed system. From the context diagram, we can see an overview of the system displaying the external entities and how they interact with the system. The level 1 DFD is a breakdown on the context diagram showing the processes. The level 2 TPS DFD is an in-depth picture of how the parcel is delivered and all its other related processes. The MIS DFD shows how the manager is able to use the system such as tracking drivers and generating performance reports.
The next task was to analyze the stakeholders. To analyze them, we had to identify them, and we put them in a list. After putting them in a list, we had to identify which were their interests, so we put them in a table. And this table was used to group them according to their interests. The last step was using all the prior work to draw the matrix with the power and influences line.
The BPMN was created based on DFDs using processes and stakeholders to map it out. The difference between DFDs and BPMN is that DFDs emphasize flow of data, whereas the BPMN reflect the task in its particular order. The BPMN here shows a detailed view of a system with customer, driver, and Amazon delivery listed as 3 separate pools. Using message flows, you can map out how each one interacts with each other. It also shows the start and end point for each pool reflecting the task and sequence. After creating the BPMN, it provides an overview of the proposed solution. From this, development and implementation can now be integrated.
So this app is developed considering the processes shown in the previous DFDs. Once the driver logs in, they can go to their homepage and they can see all the options. At first, they will go to check their rota. After checking their rota, they can go to select their task. After selecting, they can accept whether they want to do it or not. And then they have to scan the parcel before leaving for the deliveries, and then they will go to route to check where the destination is to help them, and then they will scan the parcel again before handing the product. And if the parcel is delivered successfully, then they will show a confirmation. If it's not, then they will have to tell the reason why, and they can proceed with their task. By the end of the shift, they can check their performance, and after checking their performance, they can continue with their work, or they can log out.
Finally, as a summary of our group work, there are mainly 2 problems that occur in our group. The first is lack of communication in our group at the beginning. Because of the lack of communication, the group members were not able to contribute properly. However, After we divided each person's role and task properly, our group becomes more organized and the team performance was improved as well. So that leads to the end of our presentation today. Thank you for listening.